So the absolute legend Josh Padley was back and he beats Cvetanovic, hopefully I'm saying his name right, in the 5th round. And yes, Josh Padley is back. Where does he go from here? The performance he would have wanted, the statement he would have wanted to make, and I'm very happy that he did. To be fair, I'm very happy that Josh Padley won that fight. It was easy for him. Different level in class. Cvetanovic, he had a good resume coming to the fight. Commentators were saying as well, he's barely lost a round in his career, but Josh Padley wins every round and then knocks the guy out. Very good body work from Padley, Learn a bit of that off Shakur Stevenson, I think, to be honest with you. I mean, there was a lot of that in their fight when they fought. So, Padley, it's good to, be in against, a proper world-class guy. You're only going to learn from them. And I think that's what Padley did tonight. He was good behind his lead hand, very good at setting up his work behind his lead hand. His body shots were very good. And he had a good variety of punches as well tonight, Josh Padley, to be honest. It was a good performance to see. He was light on his feet. And I thought Josh Padley looked good tonight. Exactly what he would have wanted. And I'm sure that's exactly what Eddie Hearn was hoping for as well after signing him up, really showing that he is worth it. And yeah, that's the perfect performance. That's exactly what Padley needed. Get a few rounds in, get the knockout. That's what he needed. And, it's only been like just under 2 months as well since that Shakur Stevenson fight. Padley was already right back in and, put up a very, very, very good performance. And hopefully, we can keep on building and hopefully can try and, really get into the mix with some big fights at some point, I hope. It's going to be interesting to see, in my opinion. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens with Josh Padley next. And, if he's in there with someone like Sam Noakes, I think that could be intriguing. That's a fight that I'd be interested in seeing. There are some interesting ones for Josh Padley. Maxi Hughes could be one. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all. There are some interesting ones that we could see for Josh Padley. And, that win has done him good. It has done him very, very, very good. But I do think Eddie Hearn wants him to, gradually take his career and, not to push Padley overly too much. Because I think if he does, then, it could go bad. You don't want Padley taking another loss at, a big level. Like, that is the thing. We don't want Padley taking another big loss. Obviously, that Shakur Stevenson one doesn't really matter at all, if we're being honest. But I think for Josh Padley, just steadily manage his career. He's only, 29 years old. There's still a lot left for Josh Padley. And very clearly, he's still got a lot left in the, he's only going to have more and more left in the tank. And, after that Shakur Stevenson fight as well, coming right back into it, the guy wants to keep active, and that's the best thing for Josh Padley. But yeah, he looked very good behind the jab tonight, looked very good, was doubling it up very nicely, good to the body as well, whipping in a good few nice hooks. And his opponent didn't like it at all. He didn't like it at all whatsoever. It was good volume tonight from Josh Padley. And, it's one where, the guy was awkward to figure out at the start. But once Josh Padley really figured him out, which didn't take too long, but he was awkward to figure out. He was awkward to get his shots going on. And then, the moment Padley really fully got into his groove, he was fantastic. From round 3 as well, that's where Padley was really starting to pick him off. And I think, in round 2, really, actually, Padley was, landing whenever Padley landed flush, Sevenchenko, if that's his name, he was, I don't think that's his name at all, but yeah, his opponent was always taking steps back, even when, Padley just, caught him flush on the chin, but it wasn't really a big shot. Padley was always being able to get reaction out of him, and that's what he wanted. And, his opponent was biting on his feints a lot. And again, as I said, you're only going to gain more and more experience when you're in there against tougher guys. And that Shakur Stevenson fight has done Josh Padley the world of good, and coming right back into it as well has done him the world of good. So that was very good to see tonight from Josh Padley. It really, really, really bloody was. But yeah, we got to see a Maxi Hughes fight, something like that, possibly down the line. Sam Noakes as well. That is one that could happen eventually. Could he rematch Mark Chamberlain? I don't know. I don't really think there's really any much point in that for Josh Padley, to be honest. But, there are going to be some big fights out there for him. I mean, it could be that, he needs to have like another two more fights like that. And then Eddie Hearn wants to start pushing Josh Padley more onto, bigger, better things again. And that's going to be interesting to see. There's no rush with Josh Padley, luckily. And he looked very, very, very comfortable in the ring tonight. And, even when he fought Shakur, he was always very composed. He's a very composed guy. And he picks his moments very nicely. He's not reckless at all. He's patient with his work. He measures distance nicely, and it's only going to get better for Josh Padley. So I'm happy with his performance tonight. There's things to build on, of course, but he did what had to be done. Good performance, very convincing, and showing that he's a proper good matchroom prospect. Really, that is what Josh Padley showed. That there is a proper big future for him. It's not like it was a boring win whatsoever, or where he just grinded one out, or it was just a sloppy points decision win. It wasn't that at all. It was an entertaining performance from Josh Padley, and he finished the fight off in style very nicely. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching.